just trying to get used to her man calling the shots as the new chief of surgery. Take a look.
Why did you tell Hunt what I told you?
I didn't. I told him nothing.
He came to me and said you knew.
No, I told him nothing. I just looked at him.
You looked at him. Meredith, when you're pissed, your face says everything you're thinking. So now I have a staff that can't trust me.
Well, so what am I supposed to do? Control my face?
Yes, you are. Control your face.
Maybe you shouldn't tell me things you don't want me to know. Control that.
Then I can't tell you anything. Then 80% of my day is off limits to my wife, and I don't want that.
Well, I don't want that either. I'm sorry.
Please welcome back Whoopi, Ellen Pompeo. You look so cute. You know what's so funny, Ellen? Thank you so much for coming. What's so funny about that clip is Whoopi is always being told to control her face. That is like what you guys have in common.
Well, you know, I think that, you know, my husband definitely says the same thing. I mean, he doesn't say the same thing, but he definitely knows what I'm thinking before I don't have to say anything.
You need to play a dead hand.
Yeah.
So this is so exciting because finally, this season, Dr. Derek McDreamy Shepherd, he not only became the chief of surgery, but you guys got married.
I guess, sort of.
Finally. And then, okay, so he's your husband. Now, is this promotion at the hospital going to interfere with your marriage? Are you guys going to have a baby? What's...
Well, of course it's interfering in our marriage. You saw right there, which I think is a good dynamic to play.
Absolutely.
We like it. Patrick and I both like it. And the baby, you know, who knows? You never know. And if I knew, I couldn't say.
yeah. They keep you in the
have
lock
a lot
and
of
key.
new guest stars coming up on the show. Who's coming on?
We do. Oh, God, Joy.
Demi Lovato.
Oh, Demi Lovato. Yes,
Is
thank
coming,
you.
yeah.
And I didn't work with her, so I wasn't in scenes with her. You know, the thing about the show, what's so great about it lately is there's so many new characters, but there's a lot of different storylines now.
Mandy Moore.
So Mandy Moore, yes, who's
coming,
lovely.
yes.
I met her.
Right.
Also, she wasn't in my storyline. But you know, I don't get to see everybody all the time because usually you're in one day, you're filming all your scenes, and you know, you sometimes don't cross paths.
Right.
So.
What about, Katherine Heigl played one of your best friends on the show, Izzy, departed the show, no longer there. How did that go over, and do you miss her?
Oh, we miss her, of course.
Yeah.
Anybody from, I mean, we love everybody on the show, but anybody from the original cast, it breaks my heart when they leave because we've been through war lately. But you know, it's been a lot over the past 6 years, and of course we miss her as we do TR.
Yes.
And but you know, change is part of life. It's a natural thing, and all shows evolve. And they're both going to go on to do fantastic things. And but yes, of course, I miss them selfishly. I do.
Now.
So the 2-hour season finale is on May 20th. Are there any cliffhanger secrets or anything?
Yes, Gabby, and I can't tell you. Even though I love you so much, I would tell you anything. I know. Do you love her? Well, I will say this about the finale, that something happens in the finale that is sort of a repercussion of something that happened in earlier episodes. So you really have to sort of watch the whole back end of the show to really get what's happening in the finale.
Now, this is what I'm excited to talk about with you. Okay, so you're a busy person over there in Grey's Anatomy, but you are now a busy mama because your daughter, Stella Luna, is 7 months old. That's your husband, Chris Ivory.
Yes, that's him.
So being a first-time mom, have there been any adjustments that you guys have had to make? And especially you.
Chris hasn't made any. Yeah, I don't like to be at work as much, I have to say.
Yeah, there's a thing. You
bugs
don't
me.
want to. You want to be more with the baby.
It does. I get cranky at work now. I will admit, I'm very cranky there. You know, especially like sometimes I bring her.
You only took 4 weeks off for maternity leave.
I did, and you know, there's sort of that's part of a bigger story. You know, I did only take 4 weeks, but I'm so lucky that I didn't have to go back full time.
Girl, you're messing it up for all us. We'll take the full.
Well, it's like, you know, it's not like I went back 12-hour days every single day. You know, when I say I went back after 4 weeks, the writers are very generous to me, and I had to go back for 3 hours. You know, and then the next week I had to go back for 5 hours. And
can you bring her?
You know, I do bring her all the time. Yeah, I wasn't for a while. paparazzi was I was kind of keeping her in the house and away from that. But the older she gets, the more aware she becomes that I leave. So that's when I've now started dragging her along behind me.
I need to ask you, I'm sorry, about this challenge that you have for women. You want women to help themselves prevent cancer. Tell us.
Okay, the Choose You campaign. American Cancer Society is doing this thing called the Choose You campaign, which is a phenomenal idea. And I had to get involved because it makes a lot of sense. So if you think about 1 in 3 women will get cancer in her lifetime. That's a staggering statistic.
In America, in this country.
You know, I don't know, Joy. Probably, yes. 1 in 3. That's 2 of us here then.
Absolutely.
And also the next statistic that's staggering is that 50% of all cancer deaths could be prevented by early prevention, or by early detection rather, sorry. So when they approached me and educated me about this campaign, I had to get involved because it's such a common sense, simple thing. We have to eat right, we have to exercise, and we have to get early screenings.
And stop smoking.
And stop smoking, absolutely. Major. Anyone who smokes now, it's just, I mean, you might as well put a gun to your head. And so the American Cancer Society has made it pretty easy.
She's having trouble quitting.
It's hard.
Trouble. I'm not, you know, I tried, and then I wanted to keep it. But, you know, there are a lot of things that can add to this. There are a lot of things that can give folks cancer, and early prevention, early detection is really what you want to do. You want to check whether you're a smoker or whether you're not, whether you're a drinker, it doesn't matter.
And I think that the main part about it is that women specifically, which is why this campaign is great, that it focuses on women. We're targeting women to make time for yourself to choose you, because women don't. You know, they take care of their kids and their husband and everybody else, and they forget themselves. And we can't help anybody else if we're not here. We're not well and around.
Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you for coming by. Congratulations, Mommy.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ellen Pompeo. Grey's Anatomy airs Thursday nights at 9 p.m. right here on ABC. And since Walgreens is a proud sponsor of the American Cancer Society's Choose You movement, they are giving everybody